The own goal that cost a life. Chapter 1. The Kid Picture. Yourself at 8 years old. Your toys are 2 old jackets thrown on the ground, a beat-up ball, and a bunch of sweaty friends. You have nothing. But the second you kick that ball, you have everything. That's how the story of Andrés Escobar begins. Medellín, Colombia, the 80s. A city where the word opportunity had exactly 2 meanings, football or drug trafficking. Andrés picked football. Smart choice. Spoiler. It still didn't end well. He was different from the start. Scouts noticed. The kid using jackets as goalposts turned pro, went to play in Switzerland, came back home, and became captain of the Colombian national team. People called him the gentleman of football. They also called him the immortal number 2. Immortal. Hold on to that word. Chapter 2. The Favorite. Now put yourself in the shoes of a Colombian soccer fan in 1994. Your country is torn apart by violence, cartels run everything, and the only thing that still makes your heart race is the national team. And what a team it was. During World Cup qualifying, Colombia humiliated Argentina twice. Argentina, the team that finished runner-up in 1990 and won the whole thing in 1986. Colombia beat them 2-1 and then went back and won 5-0. 5-0 in Argentina, at home. Pelé himself opened his mouth, and when Pelé talks, the entire planet stops, and said, Colombia could win this World Cup. You, Colombian soccer fan, are on top of the world. Your country is going to be world champion. Life finally makes sense. The cartels were thrilled too. They bet a fortune on Colombia, a massive, outrageous fortune, the kind that, when it disappears, somebody has to pay the price. And somebody did. Chapter 3. The Goal, 1994, World Cup, United States. You're watching Colombia versus USA. Colombia has to win. There is no other option. 35th minute. An American cross comes into the Colombian box. Andrés Escobar, captain, defender, national hero, goes to clear the danger like any decent defender would. Except the ball decided it was done being cleared. It deflected off Andrés' foot, floated past his own goalkeeper, and went in. Own goal. You freeze. The stadium freezes. Medellín freezes. Back home, Andrés' sister was watching the game with her 9-year-old son. When the ball hit the net, the boy turned to his mother with complete innocence and said, Mommy, they're going to kill Andrés. She hugged him and answered, No, sweetheart. Nobody gets killed for a mistake. Everyone in Colombia loves Andrés. 9-year-olds are disturbingly honest. Colombia lost 2-1, got eliminated. The cartels lost a fortune, and Andrés flew back home knowing the mood was ugly, but still believing common sense existed. He was an optimist, unfortunately. Chapter 4. The Article. Everyone warned Andrés, stay home, lay low for a while, let things cool down. You just scored an own goal at the World Cup, in a country where the people running the bets carry guns and have egos the size of football stadiums. Now is not the time to show your face. Andrés didn't want to hear it, not because he was stupid, because he was brave. He told his coach, No, I need to show my face to my people. And before that, he wrote an article in the newspaper. Words too beautiful for such an ugly moment. Life doesn't end here. We have to move forward. We only have 2 choices. Let anger paralyze us, or overcome it, and try to help others. Beautiful, inspiring. The kind of thing you frame and hang on your wall. He wrote it without knowing he was writing his own farewell. Chapter 5. The night, July 1st, 1994. Less than 2 weeks after the goal. You are Andrés Escobar. You go out for drinks with friends, some bars in El Poblado, then the El Indio nightclub. A normal night. You deserve this. Around 3 a.m., you head to the parking lot, sit in your car, breathe. Then some guys show up. They start insulting you over the goal. You, a man who never backed down for anyone, don't back down now. You respond, you argue, you hold your ground. Bang, 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 bang. 6 shots. A witness said, all of a sudden we heard gunfire, and Escobar was on the ground, clutching his chest. And here's the detail that's going to stick with you for the rest of the day. After every single shot, the gunman screamed, goal, in that electric, drawn-out voice that South American commentators are famous for. Before disappearing into a Toyota truck, one of the men turned back and said, "Thanks for the own goal. You son of a..." You already know the last word. Andrés Escobar was 27 years old. The immortal number 2 wasn't so immortal after all. Chapter 6. The rest. 120,000 people attended his funeral. The World Cup stopped for a minute of silence. The gunman confessed, served 11 years, and walked free. The masterminds, 2 trafficking brothers who had bet big and lost everything, offered $3 million to prosecutors to look the other way. They never spent a single day in prison. Justice, just like that ball on the cross, went in the wrong direction. A former hitman for Pablo Escobar, a man who killed over 300 people and later became a reality TV star because Colombia never disappoints when it comes to drama, said before dying of cancer that the truth was as simple and as stupid as it gets. Andrés talked back to those guys, and they didn't accept it. That's it. It wasn't about money. It was about ego. 6 bullets. 4 ego. Andrés said life doesn't end here. And he was right. The country kept going. Colombian soccer kept going. His story became a movie, a documentary, a statue, a street name. His life, though. That one ended way too soon, but his words are still out there. We'll see each other again soon because life does not end here. He never came back, but the words did. And that, in some twisted and tragic way, is the kind of immortality no bullet can ever reach. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe, drop a comment, and leave a like.